is my updated 2025 entire Polene collection. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Celesta. We talk about all things luxury shopping and handbags. If you love those things, make sure to subscribe. Hit that bell notification. I do post videos twice a week. Okay, so I'm sure you can tell by the title of this video. We have a lengthy video today. We are doing my entire updated Polene 2025 collection. I currently have, I think it's 13 bags in my collection. I did sell a couple, I gave a couple away. So I wanted to kind of walk through those ones as well. So we'll rapid fire through the ones that I have in my collection. More often than not, I already have some sort of like lengthier review on the bags. So I will leave the entire Polene playlist below. Like, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I feel like I was kind of one of the first like TikTokers talking about Polene, and obviously now grown into all of this. But we have so many handbags to walk through. I'm gonna rapid fire through the ones that I have in my collection, which ones I sold, and which ones I would consider getting next in my collection. But yeah, grab a drink, grab a snack. We're gonna be here for a while. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, these are in no particular order just because I pulled them all from my closet and it's all a mess right now. So starting with the Polene knot, I actually just used this the other day. I do really like this one. This is one of their newer styles that I've added to my collection. This is also the first smooth leather piece that I have. I do like that you can wear this as a shoulder bag and as a crossbody, but truth be told, I never wore it as a crossbody. So I like having the option, but I don't actually want to wear it as a crossbody. And then the zipper closure, the zipper is a little bit stiff, which I think is pretty similar to the Polene Numero 10, but it does fit quite a bit of stuff, and overall, can't complain. Next, we have my newest bag. This is the Nettie. I got this in Paris, like my most recent trip to Paris / south of France, and I love the color. I feel like it's just the perfect shade of yellow too. I know butter yellow has been really trendy, and I wasn't sure that I wanted to spend thousands of dollars getting a luxury butter yellow bag. You know, God forbid next spring there's like a different color that everybody's wearing. So I do like this. I like having it in my collection. I find that it's not the easiest to wear. Like, I could wear it with this shirt and like this outfit, but I also feel like I have other bags that I would want to wear over this one. So that's kind of the only thing. I think it's a me problem and just not being used to wearing this color yet. Next, we have the Polene Cyme Mini. I did a comparison video with my Demelier Midi New York, which is somewhere back there. And I think in terms of practicality, I prefer this one. I think this one's a lot more practical. I like that it's more functional. I like that you can wear this as a shoulder bag, so it's easy when you're carrying heavier things to just like throw it over your shoulder. However, I like the look and how classy the Demelier looks over this one. I do think if I got this in a different color, I might wear this a little bit more. I like the lilac color, and I don't think that they make this color anymore, but it's just not as easy to style as like a tan color. Next, we have the Polene Berry, and I feel like this is such an underrated style. There's not a lot of people talking about this, and I'm honestly kind of shocked. I will say they went through a little bit of like a name change when this came out. I remember this used to be the number 11, and then they changed it to the Berry, and they stopped naming things chronologically, if you notice that. But I do really like this style. I feel like this came out around the time that the Bottega Mini Jodi was kind of like getting up there in popularity, and I feel like this is a really good alternative. It's a little bit easier to get in and out of. You can open it this way, and it's like a magnetic closure. I love this bag. I also have been wearing this as a crossbody, but I could also shorten the strap short enough to just wear it as a shoulder bag like this. My only con, which this was my own doing, but I wore this when I started doing wedding content creation earlier this summer, and I wore this with an all black outfit, and it wasn't denim, it was just like, you know, it was all black. And also I've had that outfit for like at least 2 years. I washed it a couple times, and I got color transfer all over this bag. And it was so tragic, like coming home after working like 8 hours on my feet and just seeing it. There's a couple stains I just haven't been able to get out, but honestly, at first glance, you really don't see it. I was kind of shocked at how much color transfer this got, but yeah, that was my own doing, but I do really like using this bag. The next bag is the Tonka. I have turned this into a little shoulder shoulder bag action because I know that after I got my Tonka and after I said, hey, I feel like you very easily could have punched a couple holes to make this bag a shoulder bag and a crossbody, of course, they released a version of this bag that also can be worn as a shoulder bag and a crossbody. Mine obviously did not come with that, so I found this little hack online where you can braid the handle like this so it turns into a little shoulder bag. I think I braided it one too many loops and a little short. But anyways, I think this is such a fun way. This is pretty much the only way that I actually wear this bag as a shoulder bag. I can wear it as a crossbody. I just like don't really wear that many crossbody bags anymore. And then I also really like how easy it is to get in and out of. And it's relatively spacious as well. I believe this fits a full-size water bottle like diagonally like this. So we love. Also, Polene doesn't do a lot of bags in this color. I feel like Polene could really benefit from diversifying their color ways because I believe this is the only bag in this green color along with the Netty that is the only bag in the yellow, or they call it wheat. So there's really not, like, I feel like they could do so much more if they did these colors in other styles as well. Okay, obviously we have to talk about the Polene Cyme. This one I got first in leather. This is in the color taupe, and then I picked up the canvas one shortly after, I believe. I've had this since, actually I got this the day after I got engaged. I went to the Polene store in Paris the day after I got engaged, and that's when I got this one, and I really like this style. I think it's a really functional bag. I use both of these kind of interchangeably when I was going into the office. I think I use the canvas one a little bit more, but the canvas one does get dirtier easily. So I think the best bang for your buck and the best like longevity is going to be the leather one. I think this is such a spacious bag. This fits like at least a 15-inch laptop, if not bigger, and it is a little bit on the heavier side, but I do like that you can wear this as a shoulder bag and just grab this as top handle. On the other hand, the leather one has these like side magnets, and this canvas one doesn't come with that, which I thought was kind of an interesting thing to leave off of the canvas one. But overall, I do really like, I love the contrast trim for this, and I think it is absolutely stunning. Moving into my little micro bag collection. So I do have 3. These are the originals. So this is the Polene Une micro size. I forgot what they call it, but it's like the stupid tiny one. So I have this one, and then I also have the pink one in the Neuf. They don't make this one anymore. I don't know why. I feel like this one actually is more practical than this one. These have gone up so much in price. I remember when I first got these, I think they were like $150 a pop. And I think most recently they're at least $250. This one, I honestly think that this one's more practical because there's all these like little buttons that you can actually open up, and like, look at how much more spacious that is. Like, your card holders don't fit here, but your couple cards can lay flat at the bottom, your lip gloss, hand sanitizer, car key fobs, like the essentials, you know, versus this one, I feel like is a little bit harder to get in and out of. I do already have this like opened up, like not buttoned, but like comparatively to the pink one, I feel like this one fits a little bit more and it's a little bit more practical. After I had some fun with the micro bags, Polene later that year, they sent me the limited edition one with the lizard embossed. Same size as the black one I already have, but this is limited edition. No one else, well, I'm sure whoever else is on their PR list got it, but this was not available to customers. And I just think that like, that's just such a unique twist to the bag, because knowing that no one else has it and it was just like gifted is such a nice gesture. Speaking of gifted, I was gifted the Numero set wallet on chain / belt bag more recently. This was gifted to me from my first bride who hired me to do her wedding. I did a whole review on this bag with like the what fits and how to style it, all the things, but truly like such a sweet gift. And I think like it was honestly really risky for her to give someone who has this many Polene bags a Polene bag, because there was a high chance that I already had it, and I think just her thinking about how I'm gonna be doing more weddings and I could wear this while creating content is such a sweet gesture, and it actually fits like quite a bit. I feel like I'm gonna cherish this bag forever because it just means so much to me that she believed in me. But yeah, no, I love it. On a more functional note, I have been actually trying out different ways to style this bag, because obviously it does come with a thicker leather strap, which you can wear it like across your body like this or diagonal as a bum bag, but I feel like with the leather loops here, I feel like you could attach like little ring, like the D rings, and put like a chain strap on it, or just different straps that you could actually wear it as a crossbody or a shoulder bag. I'm excited to see different ways that I am able to style this bag other than the two inherent ways. The next bag we have to talk about is the Neuf in the mini size. I originally had the large, the regular, and then I was like, I love this style. I would love to see this little dumpling bag in a smaller size. And then shortly after, they released it in a mini, and I ended up selling the regular size for the mini. And both were pretty similar color, honestly, but I do like that this is kind of like hints of pink. I've said this before, this bag is not easy to get in and out of in terms of like sticking your hand in there, especially now that I'm like wearing rings and whatnot. Not an easy bag to get in and out of, but I do think this is so cute. Like, just such a cute little statement. And like, not a lot of people have this bag. This one's, I feel like, a little bit more underrated in terms of Polene bags. So I do really like the look of it. Functional, not so much, but she's cute. Going back to the OG, we have the Polene Numero in the nano size. This is the OG. Well, not this one, but like the larger one is the OG. And I wish I saw this on more people. I think when I was looking for what bag to bring for my first wedding, I was like, I need a crossbody bag because I knew I was gonna be hands-free, but I also needed to fit my battery pack, my extra camera, my phone, just a couple things that I wanted to have on me at all times. I was looking around in my closet and I was like, wait, I actually don't have a lot of crossbody bags anymore. And so I used this one, and I feel like this was the perfect size. This fits a water bottle diagonally like this. I love how easy it is to open and close. You have these button closures, so you have this massive opening to stick your hand into to find whatever you're looking for. Very adjustable crossbody strap. I have this on pretty much the shortest setting, but there's at least 10 holes on this bag. You could also just take off the strap, wear it just as a top handle. I think this is such a functional bag. I feel like this bag is not as common anymore, but this is the OG Polene bag. Last but certainly not least, we saved the best for last. We have the Polene Numero 10. If you are not new to my channel, you know this is my ride or die. This comes with me on vacation. This is just like my go-to bag, especially traveling. I feel like when I'm not traveling and I know I can get away with not being very practical and not be very functional, I think it's totally fine to bring bags like the new that have a small opening, and I'm just like, you know, I'm just going in and out and like holding it for vibes. This one is because I need it to be practical and I needed to actually carry my stuff, and this is perfect. This matches every outfit. It stays on your shoulder. I feel like sometimes when I'm tired of wearing it as a shoulder bag, I just extend the strap and I wear it as a crossbody, and it is so nice. Especially when I'm going places and I'm hopping on the metro. Oh, extend the strap, wear this as a crossbody, and then put this underneath my coat. And so it is so perfect, so secure. The zipper is stiff, and I think the zipper is, well, actually it's not as stiff anymore. It's been like 3 years. But the zipper also, I feel like is kind of sharp because I scratched my phone screen on this zipper. So not ideal, but honestly, you can't complain too much. I'm actually kind of shocked at how much this bag has gone up. I believe when I first got this, it was either $290 or $350, and I believe now it's like $590, $600. It is insane to me how much the prices have gone up, but I don't blame them. Like if I were them and I saw the popularity that I was bringing in and the quality and the craftsmanship of these bags, I don't blame them. Okay, moving over to the bags that are no longer in my collection. I either sold them, gave them away. Let's get into it. So starting with the Numero set, which was my first Polene bag. It was the one that started it all, and my boyfriend, now husband, bought this for me when I was first starting out on social media. It was like December 2020. He got it for me as a Christmas gift because he was like, I'm so tired of hearing you talk about this bag, but like never wanting to like buy the bag yourself. So like, I'm just gonna get it. And it was such a nice gesture because it wasn't really about the bag. Like it was about the bag, but it was also about him like believing in me to like do social media. And I thought this was really cute. I thought this was unique at the time because everyone was reviewing the Un on YouTube and no one was really talking about the number 7. And I ended up picking the number 7 thinking, oh, this would be really good. I feel like this could be good to like bring to work. And it's one of those like medium size bags, and it was a top handle and a crossbody. And during this time, if you watch some of my other videos where I talked about like bags that I sold, like earlier bags in my collection that I sold a lot of these kinds of bags. I bought a lot of bags that were top handle / crossbody bags in this medium size, and I never wore it. I never wore it as crossbody because it would like stick out too far in my body. And yeah, so anyways, ended up selling that one to get the mini, and I got the mini in the same color that I have in the Cyme mini. So this like beautiful lilac color, and I thought I would wear it more, and honestly, I still didn't. It was nothing about the style because I loved the look of the bag. I don't know what it was. I just like never, I feel like I just ended up reaching for something else. I mean, there's no shortage of pink bags in my collection, and so it kind of made sense. And so I ended up selling that one not too long ago, actually. I feel like pretty recently. So after my numero set video unboxing what fits in the bag, that video went viral on TikTok, which again was kind of the first of its kind on TikTok, talking about Polene, you know, all the things. Polene reached out to me and sent me the wheat mini. Well, they asked me which bag I wanted, and then I picked the wheat mini because it was, at the time we were going into spring, tan bucket bag, you know, why not? I thought this was such a cute bag. I did use this quite a bit, and I ended up getting other bucket bags in my collection. Later on, I got the Neo No Way. I have the Picatin now, and so I just like really didn't reach for a bucket bag that often anymore, so I ended up selling it. And then I talked about having the Noof in the regular size, and I sold that one after getting the mini. I think the mini just fits a little bit better on my frame. I am 4'11", so that bag was just a little bit too big on me. I believe I have a size comparison between each one, so you guys are able to see like which size is best for you. So if I can find that, I'll leave it in the description box below. And then the regular size Un I gave to my best friend in San Diego. This was a style that she was eyeing. She now has the green one in the mini size, and then, or in the nano size, and then she has the terracotta one that I got in the regular size. And she will use this a lot more than me. I just like don't have a use for this size bag, you know? I carry my lip gloss, my card holder, my sunglasses are on my face. So I really like don't carry very much, and so I didn't have a need for such a big bag. And then the last one is the Umi, which is now discontinued, which I think that's probably the style that most people are upset. I feel like that was the numero 10 big sister. Like, she was a bag that you could wear as a shoulder bag. She kind of looks like the Prada Ami now, but like this was before the Prada Ami came out. But my mom has this in this beautiful burgundy color, and this is the bag that she's like, oh, I take this out on special occasions. Like, she doesn't wear it that often, and I feel like she has no idea that they discontinued that bag, and like so many people want that bag. I borrowed her bag a couple months ago to like do like some videos on TikTok and whatnot, and so many people were like, oh my god, I want it, I can't find this anymore. I feel like she has no idea that she has like a treasure on her hands. But really functional bag. I feel like it's a little bit more spacious than the numero 10, and I feel like it's perfect for her. So I know you're watching this video and like you're like, homegirl, I feel like you have every bag at this point, and I either have it sitting in my house or I did have it at one point. Really, the one bag that I don't have that I would actually consider getting is the Maki in the mini size. They recently came out with this size because I saw the Maki, I tried it on in stores, I was like, oh, this is cute. I feel like it's a tad too big, and I'm starting to know myself and what I would actually wear, because I keep buying these top handle bags that are in this medium size that have a crossbody strap. You think, oh, so functional, you know, I'm gonna wear it as a crossbody, I'm gonna wear it as top handle, and I never wear it because it looks too big on my frame. And so I just like don't have a need to carry so much stuff. And so I was so glad that they came out with the mini size. I feel like that's really the only one that I would really consider adding to my collection these days. I feel like I've seen the Osmo, I've seen that new belt bag that they came out with, and then they have a couple other bags as well that I really just like didn't have an interest in. I feel like a lot of the bags that they came out with that I'm not too interested in are more vertical than they are horizontal. So they're like taller, and I feel like that just doesn't look good when you're already petite, because that bag's gonna be like hanging down at my butt. It's just like not very cute. So that sums it up for my entire Polene collection. I know this was really like quick overview of each bag. So if there are specific questions on each bag, I'm happy to answer them in the comments below. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will leave another video for you guys here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!